one of the first people I quote in the book is Julian of Norwich, who, is this wonderful 14th century mystic. And one of the things that she orbits around is the problem of evil and safety. So she has this sense of, why can we live in this beautiful world where God lets bad things happen? But she returns over and over again to this idea that God is keeping us very safe. And she says this over and over again, and she has this vision of God holding a hazelnut in his hand, and it's this little thing, and she's like, oh my gosh, it could just disintegrate. Like, why do we think reality could continue? It could just fall apart at any moment. And then she says, but then God said to me, I made it. I care, I love it, and I care for it. And there's this sense that her sense of God's safety, then as she thinks about suffering and trials and difficulty, it means that the most fundamental thing is that we are safe. We are loved. Nothing can ultimately veer us off course. And of course, there's many kind of philosophical things to unpick with that and providence and all that. But there's this sense that if we are safe fundamentally, then no suffering, no tribulation, nothing can really unroot that essential okayness. And I think the chapter I got to that mostly in was the chapter on accepting love. But I think that my sense is that nothing can really make you safe in this world, right? It's just a fragile, broken, difficult, it is a fragile world. That's what it is to be a human. So I don't think there's any kind of efforts you can make really to make yourself less or more safe. I think that what the book is about is coming to the place where you know that the most fundamental reality is that God made you, God loves you, and God cares for you. And the more you know that, the more you are able to kind of have skin in the game of the world, right? If I know that I'm fundamentally okay, that God holds me in the palm of his hand like a hazelnut, then that frees me up both to love people tremendously, to be willing to be hurt, to be willing to risk. It also frees me to be willing to enjoy and not be embarrassed, because I don't have to worry all the time about what people think about me. It also frees me to be willing to give up my life for a cause that I think is worthwhile.